this is actually what should be take two. I forgot to push the button the first time, so I apologize. This isn't how it normally comes. But I had opened it, I explained my plan, I got ready to paint, to turn the camera angle, and I noticed, oh crap, I didn't push the button. So, oops. But I'm trying to paint a hanging planter do-it-yourself kit from Five Below. I don't do well with plants normally, but you know what, I'm going to give it a shot.
Your channel has basically become a DIY kit channel.
Yep.
At least they're fun, usually.
I can fail at as many arts and crafts as my heart desires, and I re-upload vacation content from our other channel. That's basically it. Or blind bags. We haven't gotten any blind bags yet this year, but you know.
Technically I did, but I didn't do a video of it.
Well, you only got like one.
Because I didn't have another one, or we probably would have made it.
We probably would have. We might check Ollie's once we get a little bit more money. Yeah. Because Ollie's had a toy sale. So, you know. There was a brush that came with it. It's this brush right here. I've opted to not use that brush. And Tiffany actually needs the black out of this kit. I need a tiny bit of black, but not a lot. So, we're going to attempt to use that as much as possible. Unless there's a white over there I could borrow.
Yeah, there's white in the...
Sweet. Because I will need white because this is Baymax. Or at least it will be Baymax. This will be a watermelon. And this is going to be writing. So actually, you know, there is white and like a purple. Is there a purple over there? And like a little pinky. Actually, this
there
pink
should
might
be
do.
purple. Give me 1 second. You can use my cup.
Sweet. Which pink was this? Was this the lighter pink? So
No, that's watery.
I've already gotten paint on myself. So I needed pink. I have a little bit of black already that I can use. We have to share the black. Apparently we're out.
Who knew?
I forgot.
Not us.
And then like a purple.
It's fine. We'll just pick up more from Walmart when we have the chance.
I mean, I need a tiny bit of green, but I might just use the green that came in the set. I might use this green. See if it actually works. And like a purpley, if you can find one. If we don't have a purple,
have 2 browns.
I don't know how we got 2 browns. But I'm gonna start to swap camera angles, and this is where I found out I wasn't filming last time. So, you know, I get to now try and fight with figuring out a decent angle for this. So bear with me. So I forgot to mention, yes, there are instructions on how to actually hang it because, you know, it's a hanging thing. But I'm going to let my mom do that so I don't break it. So we're going to start with Baymax because he's the smallest. And in theory should be the easiest one to do. He's literally just white with a couple bits of black. So, technically speaking, I wouldn't really have to paint anything on it because it's already white. But you know what? I want to, okay? So, you know, come along with me as I paint even more white onto white clay. At least I assume. It's not terracotta. What's the difference between terracotta and clay, Tiffany?
I have no idea. Technically speaking, I think terracotta is the color.
Shouldn't they just... You know what? It's gonna dry fast. I don't know why I'm trying to find fun topics. Because, you know, I'm not gonna really be on this that long. I'm not very good at painting either, which is why I decided to go for one of the most easiest Disney characters you could possibly think of to show off my love of Disney. How can you go wrong with Baymax? How many times have you watched Big Hero 6? That is a true question.
Between 1 and 5.
Honestly, I'd probably say the same, but I like to joke that I basically am Baymax, because...
I really like Big Hero 6. I just don't like the feels it gives me.
Oh, it's not so much the feels, it's just, you know... I don't really like a lot of the characters, and you know, one of them's a little bit awkward. So, but I basically am Baymax, so there's the white. Isn't it nice? I need a tiny bit of the black. I'm gonna need just a little bit. So tiny, tiny itty bitty baby. That fits in that perfectly, actually. That's kind of scary. So for his face, I think I'm gonna put it here. One dot there. And one dot there. He has some really big eyes, but that's because, you know, ooh, that was a good catch. Itty bitty tiny flower pot and massive sponge, even though that is the smallest sponge we had. I'm now slightly concerned I've done a horrible thing because I'm attempting to use the big camera with more memory. I mean, in all theory, I probably should just switch cards. But that was not a thought I had until, you know, just right this second. So there's Baymax. I might write on him later. But there he is. Cute little Baymax. So, for the most part, I am now done with the black. Next up, I need this one because this is going to turn into a watermelon.
Are you filming?
Alright, so now that I've swapped cameras, I think I'm going to do the pink next. So, here's Baymax. I'm going to do that so you can see him. And in theory, this should also be relatively easy. I'm just doing a crap ton of pink on this bottom layer. And then, in theory...
Why are you doing pink on Baymax?
Pink's not on Baymax, pink is on the other one. Baymax is there just so he could stare into your soul while I paint the pink on the other one. So this is going to be a watermelon. Why am I making a watermelon? It's one of the only things I actually know how to make. And have it look half decent. So you know what? Just bear with that, okay? I don't even eat watermelon. I think I will paint the bottom of this one though, just to give it a little bit more color. Plus, you know, a little bit of pink has already kind of got on the bottom. So... sorry for the pause. I swapped cameras while, you know, life happened. Whee! Okay, I don't know why there's a tiny bit of blue. It's still stuck, but you know what, that's fine. Let me get my green. There's the rest of the light pink, because I, in theory, should not need it. In all theory. We'll see. Depends on how the purple goes. I'm gonna need to write with something, so on that. Now the green, which I am again borrowing.
Why, it's yours.
Well, you need the paint thing.
I put black on here that I could use.
Oh, I didn't know that. Is that gonna be enough black?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Never mind, I'm taking that back and I've actually changed my mind about using the other brush. So, let's get me some of that and work our way around this side. Tiffany, do you like watermelon?
Yes.
Don't get it that often, do you?
No.
It's mostly for the holiday. Has this turned into an ASMR? It's kind of loud. really should have gone with the other brush. But you know what? I've committed. Nearly done with the green. By no means am I a professional. Clearly, I have quite a few fails on this channel that prove that I am definitely not a professional in anything. So, we are going to ignore all of the glaring mistakes and just pretend they don't exist.
I don't think Piglet has ever looked happier in his life.
I don't know if Piglet's a boy or a girl.
I think he's a boy.
I think. I don't know now. You're making me second guess if Piglet's a boy or a girl. Google would know.
Google would probably think he is gender fluid.
I mean, how do we go from your previous search to is Piglet a boy or a girl?
Hey, we're not talking about my previous search, okay?
It's my fault though.
Just, if anybody's watching from the FBI, it was her idea.
Don't worry, it's nothing bad. Just genuine questions that we don't have answers to. So, I'm just gonna put a few dots around. Just kind of random. And at one point, I think I might do that now. I'm gonna write the year. So.
I love how you're just like, 2022, giant on the front. I'm like, I'm gonna write it too, but just
I mean, this is gonna be
tiny on the bottom.
This is gonna be on the back side of it. So there's my giant 2022, and then the rest of it is just gonna be miscellaneous dots. Because at the end of the day, it's still a watermelon. And it needs the seeds. Ta-da! So here's my watermelon.
Did she get us a big bag of cat food?
Yes, 15 pounds.
For all those who was out of the loop and is very confused by that statement, one of the ladies from our church bought us a lot of cat food because our cats have somehow managed to weasel themselves in and they got food. So I do really want to write Baymax on here, but I might let that go to Tiffany because I clearly cannot write small to save my life. Isn't that right, Tiffany?
I can.
Tiffany can write really tiny. Okay.
But you know who could write really, 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 really tiny?
Who?
Abria.
Yeah. Okay, so I got my watermelon done and I got Baymax done. Next up is the solid purple. I can't mess up solid purple in all working theory. So, I mean, it is supposed to have writing. We'll see. Because I'm going to attempt to do it myself. It is the biggest pot though, so, you know, it should be fine. So let us just smother this in purple paint. My mother's favorite color is purple, so I feel like she'll like this either way.
It's a nice purple.
I know, right? I think you picked it. For those who don't know, Tiffany buys most of the paint that we use.
Because I enjoy painting. And because I use a lot of the paint.
She does.
Although today I did very well. I didn't use a whole lot of this. Do you need this paint again?
I shouldn't. Even then I could just, you know, get more. I don't mind painting, but I'm not very good at art, like I said previously. So, you know, I run out of ideas and I just start to reuse a ton of them and Tiffany gets annoyed. She does different things every time. I don't know how she comes up with the ideas.
Google.
Well, even then you have to have some sort of artistic skill.
I've seen a lot of Bob Ross. What can I say?
You have some Bob Ross
I love
stuff.
Bob Ross.
You got puzzles, you got a coloring book.
I loves my man's Bob Ross. And I love my man's Mr. Rogers. And I love my man Steve Irwin. But they all did. So I'm sad panda.
So there is my purple base coat. And I'm going to try and write tiny.
Sticker got broke.
I don't know, maybe you should have done chip instead.
It's not big enough of a chip.
So now that the purple is done, I think I might go back and write the words out in white because I have a lot more white than I have. Or you know what, maybe I should do the blue. There's a really pretty blue that came in the set that actually, you know, was meant for this. So I might use the pretty blue. And I need to try and get off some more of that paint from before because that did not work. So let me open up the pretty blue. Here's the pretty blue. And now I get to try and write as tiny as possible. And that normally does not work well for me. Okay, well, I already got white on it. I don't know where the white came from.
Well, white you can easily cover up.
True. Let me get more of that purple. It's a good thing I did not put it away. Well, the only thing I have is this. So you know what? That's fine. We can just do that. Yay! We'll let that one dry. We don't talk about it. And we'll start on this side then, I guess. So, let's see.
Too much paint. You want to use as little at a time as you can to write small, because otherwise it's going to be blotchy.
Thank you for my painting life coach. She was my origami master, and now she's my painting.
And origami failed, but I can pull through on painting.
So, my handwriting isn't the best to begin with. So please bear with it as I try my best to actually succeed. Did you hear that?
I heard that.
I think that is
There's a Gracie being
Gracie.
beaten up by a toilet paper. Wrapping paper roll.
Oh no, my cat is being attacked.
Yes,
What did she do?
she's being Grace.
This is gonna take forever. But okay, so I ended up running out of memory on the other card, which was the good card. So now I'm back to this one, and I'm slowly losing my mind.
Me too. Not for the
I'm-
same reason.
I have finished my collection. I have Baymax. I never did write his name, but you know what, that's fine. Then I have my watermelon with the year on it. 2022. And then I have my purple one, which is still wet, and that is what I was trying to finish when my my memory started to run out of me. So here we go. This is what it says. Clearly I started with the biggest word first, and I added some hearts to the sides. And that is my hanging flower pot paint things. I think they turned out well. I might still write Baymax's name on it eventually. I might get Tiffany to do it. I don't know. But I will end this video here. I'm gonna let her do this like I said, because I don't want to ruin it. So I will see you next time. Bye!